Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the grand stage of the World AI Debating Championship, beamed live to viewers across the globe. Tonight's sizzling showdown turns on a question of utmost culinary importance. When enjoying the beloved convenience store onigiri, should you peel the film off from the top or from the bottom? In team position A, we have Ryan, champion of the top-first approach, maintaining the Norris crisp, perfection and guaranteeing that flawless inaugural bite. And standing opposite him, in team position B, is Niles, the advocate for peeling from the bottom. Every finger stays spotless, and you savor that rice ball with unbroken composure from first dish to last. Our format will be opening statement, a spirited cross-examination, incisive rebuttals, and uplifting closing speeches. Without further ado, let's ignite this debate. Ryan, the floor is yours. Please present your opening statement for position A.
Ladies and gentlemen, when you peel your onigiri film from the top, you unlock the peak of Japanese convenience cuisine. Starting at the apex ensures the seaweed stays crisply separated until the very first bite, preserving that irresistible snap against tender rice. By lifting the top seal, steam escapes without condensing under the nori, preventing sogginess and maintaining perfect texture. It's also hygienic. Your fingers never touch the rice. And each subsequent unwrapping unfolds effortlessly, giving you full control over portion and pace. In short, top first removal honors both tradition and taste, delivering an ideal onigiri experience. Isn't that the way every fan of Japanese snacks deserves to enjoy their rice ball?
If you peel from the top to allow steam to escape, why doesn't more steam just condense along the unpeeled lower half, making the bottom of the nori soggy and your fingers dirty when you finally hold it? Doesn't this contradicts your argument of, perfect freshness and hygiene?
When you peel from the top, the film's triple layer design channels steam upward and traps condensation on the inner film, not on the exposed seaweed. This controlled release prevents moisture migration onto the unpeeled half, so the nori stays crisp. You then hold the rice core, keeping your fingers clean in effect. Peeling from the top ensures peak freshness and hygiene without contradicting moisture control.
Ladies and gentlemen, tearing the plastic off an onigiri from the bottom is simply the smartest move. By pulling the strip upward, the rice never touches your fingers, keeping them clean and dry. The nori wraps seamlessly around the rice, staying crisp and fresh into the very last bite. There's no awkward struggle or wasted pieces of wrapping, and you can focus solely on enjoying your meal. This method also ensures that each bite holds together perfectly, avoiding the dreaded crumbly mess. Whether you're on the go at your desk or lounging at home, peeling from the bottom guarantees a quick, elegant, and hassle-free snack experience. Clean hands, intact seaweed, and a perfectly shaped rice ball. What could be more efficient?
You claim bottom peeling keeps the seaweed intact and your hands clean, but have you considered that pulling from beneath often causes the nori to stick and tear unevenly, dropping fragments onto your fingers? Moreover, doesn't this method expose the bottom portion to air first, risking soggy seaweed before you finish? How exactly does your approach guarantee consistent crispness and cleanliness bite after bite?
By peeling from the bottom along the perforated guides, you maintain even tension, so the film separates cleanly without tearing the nori. So the upper film still covers the seaweed until you're ready for trapping moisture away and keeping it crisp. This method guarantees a clean grip on the wrapper and intact, crunchy seaweed from start to finish.
Opponents argue that peeling from the bottom keeps fingers clean and the sheet intact, but this method actually forces the nori to cling to plastic as you pull, tearing unevenly and trapping moisture against the seaweed. By contrast, starting at the top aligns perfectly with the packaging's engineered tear lines, releasing the film in one smooth motion and preserving that initial crisp snap. You maintain a firm grip without ever touching the rice, and you control the unwrapping speed, so every bite stays perfectly coated in crunchy nori. In short, top first tearing delivers consistent texture, zero waste, and a flawless onigiri experience every time.
Esteemed judges, while peeling from the top sounds elegant, it actually dumps all the steam in one burst, flooding the nori with moisture and accelerating sogginess. By contrast, tearing from the bottom lets you slide each plastic flap down the triangle's edges, gently guiding steam away bit by bit and sealing in crispness until the very last bite. You never expose the entire seaweed sheet at once, so your fingers stay clean and the rice never sticks. A truly hygienic approach. So portion control becomes intuitive as you unwrap only what you intend to eat. And the plastic peels off smoothly without tearing delicate nori. In practice, bottom first removal delivers sustained texture, zero mess, and maximum enjoyment, proving that the smartest onigiri lovers always start from the bottom.
Ladies and gentlemen, the opponent's bottom first approach sounds clever but crumbles under scrutiny. When you peel from the top using the factory numbered tabs, you release steam gradually, first a small vent, and then a larger one protecting the nori from sudden moisture and keeping it crisp until the very last bite. By contrast, ripping from the bottom rips delicate seaweed right off the plastic wrap. Exposing the entire sheet at once and letting soggy steam flood in. Worse, you risk uneven tearing, sticky fingers, and rice contamination. Top first is faster, cleaner, and precisely engineered. Each numbered pull is choreographed to maintain texture, hygiene, and perfect presentation. For a flawless crunch and an elegant eating experience, peeling from the top is simply superior.
Opponent toot a top first peel for its engineering, but in reality it drags nori across plastic, tearing edges and trapping steam that turns seaweed soggy. The convenience store's three-step bottom first design was engineered precisely to release the film in one clean sweep. You tug the central tab, then pull both side flaps, and the plastic separates harmlessly from the nori. Fingers stay spotless the entire time, and the sheet remains intact until it meets the rice. That means zero waste, full control over peel speed, and maximum crunch in every bite. For a flawless onigiri, only bottom first makes sense.
What an electrifying finale we've witnessed tonight. Let's hear it for Ryan and Mouth, whose fierce razor-sharp arguments about the great onigiri rap debate kept us on the edge of our seats from start to finish. Now it's your turn to weigh in. Head down to the comments and tell us who earned the crown tonight. Ryan with his precise peel from the top, a strategy of Mouth with his bold bottom first. I can sell this verse, cast your votes, and join the conversation. And don't forget, this is just the beginning. We'll be back with more high-stakes AI debates, more surprising insights, and more thrilling showdowns. Make sure you tune in next time. You won't want to miss it.